Now that we have parcels created, we're going to do a couple things to this to make it a little nicer, okay? So one of the things we like to add when we do a drawing such as this is we got to have the boundaries on these parcels labeled, okay? And there's a couple techniques you can use to do that, okay? And so that's basically annotation, okay? Now, if you'll notice, to speed this process up, it is nice because if I say select this parcel, you'll notice up here this menu has changed. Okay, so now it knows I'm on a parcel. So if you look under Add Labels, it will then filter out and only show you labels associated with parcels. Okay. Conversely, you can also go under Annotate and just hit Add Labels. And then you can filter out, like, okay, what do I want to add here? And then I'd come down to parcels, okay? And then you'll notice I kind of get the same choices, okay? That's another way you can filter it out. So again, I'll do the same thing. I'll just click on this parcel here, and I'll say, you know, I can add. So I can add each one individually, okay, where I'd have to then come in here, and then I would have to label each individual one. I don't like that, okay? And again, I just want to point that out as a feature, but what I want you to do is, to make it easier, is let's do multiple segments, okay? And so it then says select the parcel to be labeled, okay? So that's what it's asking me to do, and I wanna, and then it says, okay, clockwise or counterclockwise, and I'm going to choose clockwise, and there it is. And then I can keep doing that and then just hit return, so I can label all my parcels in my drawing. So go ahead and do that now. And so you should have something that looks like this, where I've labeled all the parcels in my drawing, okay? Now, you'll notice, though, it does look a little crowded, okay? And especially in the cul-de-sac. So we're going to change that by using a line table and curve table. So to make this area look a little neater and avoid this text overlap, we're going to create a table for the line segments and the curves. So we're just going to do a combined one. Okay, now this is a matter of style, so we just go in here and again run or annotate, and you have add table, go down to parcels, and we're going to choose add segments. Segments include both line and curves. Okay, so we're going to hit this. And we're going to accept this, and we're going to allow it to split. In other words, if it's too long, it'll split it based on the maximum number of rows. Okay, that's kind of a preference there. That's fine. And here we use this button to select what do you want to use to create this table. Okay, in other words, what segments do you want to replace with a symbol that you have to look at a table to get that information. So we're going to hit select tags. And essentially, let's go ahead and make sure we select all the ones on the cul-de-sac. All right, so I'll do this one here. I'm going to make sure I got all these. Make sure I got everything in my cul-de-sac. I'll even do these too. I'll add these. So I've got all these, and let's go ahead and select this one and this one as well, and this side one, and these as well, okay, and that one. Okay, so we're selecting them basically all the way from here all the way around to here, and from here all the way around, and then all these other ones in here. And then just right click, and it says convert all selected tags, selected styles to a tag mode. That's yes. We'll accept the default. These are just labeling options. Hit OK, and we're going to pick a spot off to the side and click there. And so now all these lines and curves have been replaced with a tag, and so those tags correspond here. So if we're looking at, okay, what's going on with L2, you go to the table, you find L2, and there it is. That's the information that was there. It just makes it, as you can see, a lot neater. Okay, next we want to pay a little attention to our lot numbering, our property numbers here and our lots. And you notice they're not in sequential order. We want to organize these a little better. So we're going to click on this first parcel here. I'm going to use this as my start parcel. And you'll notice that I have this option here. Now that I click on it, I'm going to choose renumber. And the start value I'm going to use here is 101. Increments, I'm going to use as 1. I'm going to hit OK. And then I'm going to click inside the first one and proceed as I want it to go. So I want it to go from 101 and then just keep going up from there, all the way to the last one, and then hit enter, and then enter again. And now I've renumbered them, and they all start with 101 here, all the way around to, for my case, 125. Okay, the last thing I want to add for this is a parcel table, an area table. So I'm going to click on my first one here, go up here, and you'll notice now when I add tables, I only have a few choices because it filters it out. I'm going to do add area table. And I have a choice here, the different styles, and I like this one. This is an area, perimeter, length, and bearing. So it'll show each one and that. So that's perfect. So no parcels were selected. I'm going to select my parcels now. Pick that, and I'm going to just select all my parcels in this one. In fact, you can go ahead and do a wider selection here, so it's only going to select the parcels anyway. And there we go. Select. It looks like I got all my parcels selected. Right click, and I'm going to split this table as well. And I'm going to hit OK, and there we go. I'm going to put it over to here. All right, and these are all my parcel tables. And if I'm looking for it, I can find, parcel 104, and I can find all the information right here. This is nice to have on the plans, just a nice little summary table. Okay, one thing we want to do is, you'll notice that these aren't in order, okay? So one of the best practices I found in ordering this is to, let's just click on here, and go to Edit Table Style. You notice we're starting at 104. I don't want that. So go Edit Table Style. And you want to do this right here. Sort Data. And the column I want to use is the first one, parcel number. Okay. And ascending, descending can be your choice. I'm doing ascending. Hit Apply and OK. And now it's put them in order. Okay. You can use the same thing here. Some degrees of success, edit table style, sort data based on the first one, hit apply and OK. And it just makes it easier. So now we've got nice tables. I'm going to move this table over so it's not overlapping. And there we go.